Good morning. It's what is it? Tuesday, July 7th. It's 9:02 in the morning. I've actually just been over the Board of Realtors meeting and presented 4 new listings that we've got. Actually, 2 price reductions and 2 new bank foreclosures, and that's an opportunity for us to sit there with probably, I'm going to guess, 75 other agents, some mortgage people, some title representatives, and we presented these properties to them, trying to find out if they've got buyers, or encourage them to get out and look at our properties. I'm now out at Hidden Valley Townhomes. I'll pan around here. I've got a buyer out of Salt Lake City who's looking to pick up a property for one of his kids, actually 2 of his sons, who live down here, and they're going to college at Dixie State, and they'd like to hold on to the property for some time and let these kids maybe rent it back from them, and then I don't know what they'll do after it. But what we have going on in Hidden Valley is there are a whole bunch of short sales out here, and it's kind of a fiasco. So they've offered on one, but you never know what happens. You offer on one, and 2, 3 weeks, 3 months pass, 10 other offers come in. It's just a grab bag. So I encourage them to get back out and look at several other units and see if we can up our chances by trying to find a couple other properties that may be better fits, or I guess maybe play the numbers game, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and check these units out. I'm on the phone with the agents, and I guess we're working for our money here today. It's not a big sale, probably $110,000, but happy to do it and having a good time. Over now. Hey Tara, Jeremy Larkin over at Keller from the office. How you doing? Hey, calling you about Unit 150 at Hidden Valley, trying to figure out what's going on with that property and whether it is available, how many offers have been submitted, what kind of situation we have the short sale. Give me a ring, and we will love to hear from you and talk to you about it. That's 862-8467. All right, it's 9:20. We were in there about, 15-20 minutes. We made very little headway, but we were able to find out exactly which ones were end units, interior units, back to busy roads, etc., which is kind of the information the client's interested in. We left messages with 3 or 4 agents, and it's tough. People are getting a lot of phone calls, especially in the short sales. They're getting a lot of phone calls, and we're not hearing back. We're now headed, some of you will recognize out here on Brigham Road, we're now headed over to the cottages at Fossil Hills. The cottages are a newer product by the same developer. They're essentially the same, but they made some better, nicer touches. They're newer, and I've only seen 2 properties come out of there as a pre-foreclosure short sale or a foreclosure. They're listed about $15,000 higher, in the 125 to 130 range, but there are 3 units that have just come on the market. I was trolling around and found out from a little bird, the agent here on site, that they were putting 3 properties on the market, and I think most of the world was not aware of, so I guess we have an inside track. So we're going to go in here just north of Fort Pierce Industrial Park on South River Road and see what these 3 units look like. All right, it's July. What is it now? Anyway, it's the next day, and yesterday we figured out there was there was actually 7 or 8 short sales at Hidden Valley. I don't want to be too negative here, but to prove the conundrum, 2 of them were out of the question. All 5 of the last ones that were maybe in the question had multiple offers on them. One of them, the bank would accept 118. Another one said the bank said they'd accept 105. Another one was at 1099, and the agent thought they were 30 days away from an answer. Now, as a buyer, you have to appreciate that's a tough go, because if you thought it was tough to get all the neighbors in one neighborhood to agree on something, imagine a bunch of different banks from all across the country who are physically and emotionally removed from the situation. So we've found ourselves back over to Fossil Hills. I couldn't get into here yesterday. I've got a code to get in. We're going to look at 3 properties today. None of them are short sales. None of them are bank owned. They're all privately owned by the developer of Fossil Hills. 1,450 square feet, 3 beds, 2.5 bathrooms. They're a really nice product. They're similar to Hidden Valley. The only challenge is that they're about $15,000 per unit, maybe 20, higher than what we'd call the competition. So a buyer has to ask themselves, is that worth it to me? Is the unit nice enough that I would do that?